Hello everybody and welcome back to my pick a card reading. Thank you for joining me. Super excited to see what messages are flowing from the universe to you today. It happens to be the lunar eclipse tonight that I'm filming, so I'm really curious to see what sort of energies this moon is going to be ushering in for you, and what advice comes to light from your guides for you today. So if you're new to this, please take a minute to take a deep breath and really go and search your heart, search your soul, and see what card pile is really calling to you today. So if you want to pause the video and do that, I'm going to dive right into our readings today. So I'm going to start with our group number 1. So I'm going to shuffle on camera. And if you chose this beautiful Celtic goddess with her little raven, then these messages are for you. So let's get to it. Okay, group pile 1. What do we need to know today, Spirit? What messages for group number 1 do we need to know? Okay, this one is like really catching my eye, so we're gonna go with that. Seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. That's a great card. Wonderful. Okay. I pulled a few varieties of decks so we can have fun with all the energies coming forward. And look at that, we already have 2 cards. Okay, let's see what we got. We have High Priestess, harness my mystic power. Ooh, very nice. We have Spring, see your seeds grow. Oh, that's lovely. Very nice. Let's actually pull some goddess cards now. What does group number 1 need to know, Spirit? Woo! Oh, okay, we got 2 here. I'm loving how these are just flying out. Really powerful energy today. Okay, enlightenment. Let goddess light fill you. Oh, I love that card. Stillness. Be calm and quiet. Okay, I'm actually going to just scoot these over so you can really get a good look. I am going to pull lots of cards today, guys, so let's get as much information as possible. So bear with me as I create space for all of these cards as we go along, okay? All right, try to zoom in there. There you go. Okay, let's move forward. Let's do some dragon cards. What dragon guide is with group 1 today? These cards are a little sticky. Okay, let's try this again here. What dragon spirit is with group 1? Okay, I'm excited. Oh, wow. Silver lunar dragon. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your casual chakra. Sorry guys, got cut off there. So yeah, we've got the silver lunar dragon, which I find really cool because we're going right into this full moon. So really feeling the divine feminine energy here, really feeling that full moon energy. So that's lovely. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. What information are we needing? Sorry as I whip my camera around here. I'm really trying to organize this here so you can see it. Okay, feeling like these cards. What does group number 1 need to know today, Spirit? Ooh, okay, we've got quite a few here, so we're going to just do a quick little, this one. Oh, interesting. Ancestor healing. Wow, yeah, that might very well be coming up for you. This is really a common theme for today's lunar eclipse. A lot of this karmic energy coming forward for clearing. So if that resonates, ooh, okay, well, we have one here for sure. Spiritual growth. Ooh, that's beautiful. Wow, guys, we are getting really magical cards this evening. Loving it, loving it. Okay, let's do about 2 more decks, I think, to go, so we'll keep going. What does group 1 need to know? What message from the angels? We have 3. I feel like this one, because it was out on its own, we're going to go with that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. Oh, very nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was too funny. Those just like flew out. Oh wow, we've got a few though here. So once again, let's just see which one we need. Which one do we need, Spirit? It's this one. Eternity. Focus my camera here. Gently move your awareness from the external world into a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are, in essence, a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. I don't know why, but I do feel like you needed another one, so we're gonna just go with that. Okay. Oh, okay, love this. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love. And love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. Aw, I'm just loving this, guys. Okay, I know you guys have to bear with me here. There's another card you need. I'm really feeling it, so we're gonna go for it. I just always gotta listen when there's messages coming in. So we're gonna go, oh, okay, perfect. There we go, guys. Courage and bravery. Beautiful. All right, so this is kind of our add-on card. So let me put you right here. Okay. All right, let me just take a minute to take in all these messages because there is a few different things here. All right, I am feeling this very strong theme of you healing and expanding. Like there's definitely this combination of things happening for you. Your life might have been a bit chaotic lately. I'm really feeling that. I'm feeling like there's been some highs, some lows, some challenges, because when we go into this space of deep soul healing, these things really come to surface. Things we might not have at first understood. Things that we might have really, been a little confused about. I'm feeling like you have been a bit confused. You've been uneasy. There's been this element of like big things happening, but it's overwhelming. But what we're getting is this beautiful spread of cards that are not only encouraging, but they're also very loving. because we're being reminded that regardless of whatever is going on in our lives, we have support, and we do have this amazing psychic ability to really dig deeply and come to this place of healing. I'm really feeling you are very intuitive. There's definitely this element here. We're getting a lot of confirmations of that. We're getting the High Priestess, which is a very magical, spiritual element and energy. We have the Black Cat, magic, very much magical card. And so we're really getting a lot of this confirmation here that you are very enlightened and you are very spiritual. And all of these things I feel for you are actually expanding right now. So we're actually going into this forward shift despite all the healing that's been happening, all of these like deep, heavy things that might have really kind of left us spinning a little bit. We're really being encouraged here because it's helping us take forward strides, because I really see you growing and expanding spiritually. So congratulations, guys. That's amazing. Keep up the good work. Even though it's been hard, keep going. I'm also really feeling this element of this support system needed. So we're getting this confirmation with the Socialize card, and also the Seek Out Happy People Who Inspire Me to Be Great. So we're really also getting this encouragement to go into our relationships at this time, to really seek out people who are our people. I'm really feeling that, feeling those people that light up your soul, that really make you happy and help you feel accepted, understood, unconditionally loved for who you are. Because I don't know why, but I'm feeling like there's this element where you think you're a little weird, or you think you're a little different. And that could very well be true. Maybe you are. I really feel like you are a very unique soul. I'm really feeling this energy. And you go to the beat of your own drum. And because of that, maybe you've struggled with having true friendships because of this feeling different, feeling left out, feeling like you're not like the rest. And let me tell you, I can relate with that in my journey. So what we're being encouraged and called to do at this time is, now that we're tapping in to our soul selves, we're really coming to this place of enlightenment of who we truly are. I'm really feeling that enlightenment card is to do with your authenticity for some reason. That's what I'm hearing. It's very much to do with you stepping into your enlightened self. You're needing to find friends and a support system that is of like mind, that is also just as high frequency as you. And I really feel this element that you don't even know. You're very unaware of how magical your soul really is, but it definitely is. It's definitely magical. There's definitely this element. And we're being encouraged to keep exploring that. So I'm really feeling that with the Lunar Dragon here. This card I'm feeling like is very much this push to keep going into that divine feminine energy, which is the moon energy, right? So we're being, it says, base you in divine feminine light. So we literally want to be bathed in this element. So fully covered, we want to really embody this divine feminine energy right now and really dive deeply into it. And when we go into the more of this nurturing energy, we're also being encouraged to go into the more harmonious energy. So it's not the time to go to battle. It's not the time to fight. It's time to go inward and go into this place of reflection, harmony, peace, and cooperation. So if there's anything that's really not resonating with you, I'm feeling like there's needing to be this harmonizing aspect. So how can you bring more harmony to your life, to your friendships? Because what I'm really hearing right now, it's like, if anything is hard, then it's not right for you. You need to realize that when things are giving you resistance, there could very well be a reason for it. So trust your intuition with that. Take what resonates. But what I'm hearing is like you need to go with the ebb and flow of life. You're really needing to flow with events as they happen, the people you meet. It's like no forcing right now. Come to this place of harmony and flow with it. And that also goes for your healing journey, for your expansion, your spiritual expansion. We're needing to flow with it. So whatever is feeling off or not in harmony, we're being encouraged to take a step away from that at this time. We're being encouraged to go within this element of introspection and stillness. I'm really feeling like bear energy right now. So if bear is your totem, or if you've been asking to see a bear, then know that's confirmation for you as well. I'm just really feeling this bear energy. So like it's time to go hibernate. It's time to go into that cave and find stillness. And what I love about this card is it's looking like, I would like to think that this is a dove here. And doves are very representative of love. And it's interesting that she's cradling this dove to her chest. So it's very much like holding that love close to your heart is what I'm really feeling this message. They're wanting you to come to this place where you're truly in harmony and peace. And when we look at this facial expression that she has, it's so at peace, you know, and all of the animals are coming and gravitating to her, and they're just wanting to sleep. They're just wanting to rest into her because they're comforted, they're loved, they feel safe. And that's this element that I feel is really needed for you at this time. You're really needing to go within, find that harmony, and find that unconditional love of self. I am feeling that's a separate message for some of you, is to hold your self-love, to hold space and love for yourself, and hold it close to you. I'm really feeling that for some of you as well, okay? So take what resonates. But we are being told to go into this place of stillness and flow with life and as the events go forward. The other thing I'm feeling is like a lot of these events that have happened lately to you have kind of like shocked you perhaps. I'm feeling like this little bit of a trigger aspect, but we're really being encouraged to take courage and bravery and to keep going, because that's what I really feel the message is with this guy is keep going, keep pursuing your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. Like, yes, right now you're being encouraged to find stillness and go a little bit easier. But that being said, we also are being told to take courage and face these hard challenges or ancestral healing or whatever this looks like for you head on. So we're being told to have that courage to face those things and not just bury them down. And it's so funny because this reading literally is like the podcast I just did. So if this is calling to you, I really suggest go check out my podcast, because it's like, wow, it's like dead on for what I've been going through, and all the things that I go into that podcast, I think you could really benefit from. So I'll leave that in the, I'll leave a link below, okay? So you guys can check that out if that calls to you. But what I'm really feeling is lately with this lunar eclipse, it's been really bringing up that ancestral energy, that karmic energy, like I was saying before. And we're really seeing that with this card, this confirmation of that. So if you've been feeling off for whatever reason, if you're waking up and you're just like, oh, I just feel different, I feel off, I feel like there's been like, maybe you've had some dreams, maybe you've had some things that you just can't quite understand. And this is confirmation that that's okay. Understand that this is part of this process, this healing process. And as you're healing, you're also healing your lineage, which is amazing. I do want to read this card to you because I'm feeling for some of you it is important for you to hear the messages. So I'm going to listen there. So these are these beautiful cards, by the way, if any of you are interested. Beautiful, beautiful deck I just got. Okay, so ancestor healing. We hold and carry the lessons and wisdom of our family in our blood and bones, and it's held deeply within our DNA. Tribes from the beginning of time would pray for 7 generations, both past and present, to assist them in healing their bloodline. Just as we have our own karma to balance and our own lessons to learn, we also hold and carry those of our ancestors. Patterns and unresolved physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual issues that can be handed down through the family line. This medicine is a strong sign you are currently undergoing some powerful healing related to your ancestors. Pulling this card can represent that the current challenges in your life could be directly linked to your family and your family's karma. All the wisdom that your ancestors have discovered also runs deep within your bones. It is time for you to bring awareness to your current challenges, as there is a large possibility that they could be hereditary. Once you understand and discover the roots of this karma, deep healing will begin. Your ancestors are always with you, looking out for you, guiding and loving you from the other side, and they're here today to let you know that you are not alone. If you've been thinking about a certain family member that has passed, this can be a sign that they are with you. So definitely a real strong indication here, because this card fell out for you, that this is indeed taking place. So I'm feeling like a lot of those challenges and healing, things coming up for healing recently for you that I was sensing in the beginning could definitely be linked to this ancestral healing. So be mindful if things come forward and you're like, whoa, I don't know where this came from. There's no direct link to your life. There's nothing that you felt triggered it and it just came out of nowhere. That could very well be a telltale sign that this is family, this is ancestral. And this could also kind of indicate a bit of past life energy as well. So really be mindful of what has been coming forward for you, and going into even setting the intention before you go to bed to perhaps get more enlightenment, get more clarity on what exactly this is that you're healing. But don't you worry, because the universe always provides exactly what you need. So if you're not getting answers just yet, don't worry, they will come. That brings me to also this kind of work that you're involved in. I really feel like you are a loving soul. There's something that you have been doing, and I feel like there's this element of commendation I'm feeling. Like, I'm really feeling this message for a lot of you is that you are needing to know your worth. You're needing to know how beautiful you really are. And I feel like these two cards have come out for that reason. It's like they're showing me almost like this glittering jewel. Like, it's this brilliant, vibrant, purpley stone. Like, it's just a precious jewel. And they're really just saying to me, that's you. That's the soul that you are. It's precious, it's beautiful, and it's so spiritual, because we're getting that color purple, which is very much divine, right? So we're really getting this reminder here that you are very much this precious one to the universe, and you need to know that. You need to know you're worthy, you are loved, and that there's this element where you're needing to accept that and realize that the beauty that you give to the world, the healing that you give to the world, because there is some sort of healing work you do, I'm feeling. Or even if you're not aware of this, maybe it's just your energy is very healing for others. Maybe you're that soul that's very loving, and that love you give is noticed. And that's where I feel like this encouragement card is really coming to the fore. It's like trust, because I feel like maybe you have been feeling that your hard work is going unnoticed. The love you give, because I do feel you are a giver. You are definitely a giver. And you're kind of like, well, when's it my turn? Like, when am I going to start getting noticed for this? And it's not like an ego way. I don't feel that. I feel like it's more like you're just tired. You're like, I've been doing all this work. I've been doing all this healing. I've been doing all this stuff. Like, it's a lot. It's overwhelming. And you haven't been getting recognition from the right people is what I feel. I feel like you haven't been getting, you don't have those solid friends and community, I don't feel. And if you do, you're being encouraged to go to them and get that support. You're needing that right now. but this card is really beautiful because it's like, trust that your love does impact the earth. It impacts others around you, and it never goes unnoticed. And to trust that even if you feel it does, love always generates more love. So, oh my goodness, I'm really feeling this theme, like love, love, love. Like there's this element of unconditional love here. So definitely with this dove close to the heart, and then the encouragement card, I'm really feeling this message for a lot of you is you're needing that unconditional love right now, and you're needing to give that to yourself, and that's actually going to really accelerate your journey. I'm really feeling that, and trusting that you do matter, and the work you do does matter, and your energy does matter. So prioritize your health, prioritize yourself at this time in your healing, because you are doing an important work. I feel you are an important person to this world, and the universe does see you, my friends. It does see you. It is acknowledging you here, saying, keep up the good work. You are such a beautiful soul. I feel that. You are invaluable. Okay. And then this eternity card, I feel like because it's been chaotic for you lately, that's where your focus has been, is on all the chaos and all the things that have been happening externally and internally, because we are getting this like deep healing, right? But you are being reminded here that you do have this strength to you, and that you are a light. And that despite all these things going on, you are being encouraged to go inward and come back to that place that you are this diamond, you are this shining star. And that despite all the things happening externally, come back to this truth of yourself, that you can get through anything, that you are courageous and brave, that you can have that strength within you to get anything, go through anything, and come out the other side. And the other thing I'm feeling this card is drawing attention to is what's really catching my eye, interestingly enough. It's like, as you drift to a place beyond time, that line really jumped out at me. And I feel like that's, coming back to this ancestral healing, because we view time as so linear. And when we think of it, all of these things, when we come to that truth that everything is connected, and through our DNA, it is able to be transferred. We are getting this energy that is transferred to us down our line. And so I feel like there's this element here as well, where it's like, drift to this place beyond time and go to this place of your ancestors. Connect with them, help them heal this wound, or let them help you rather heal this wound, whatever that looks like for you. If you're seeing a reoccurring theme in your life, pay special attention to that. I'm really feeling that's important. And if any of your chakras particularly are really imbalanced at this time, I'm also hearing this message that you need to be mindful, because that could be a clue to you as to where this is coming up for you. So I really am feeling like a lot of you have to listen to this podcast I just made, because it's like, this is basically everything that I go through. The other message I'm really wanting to relay as well is I'm being urged to tell you about my program that I'm setting up for the summer, because starting June to August, I'm doing a 3-month healing and spiritual expansion journey, where we're going to be doing meditations, we're going to be doing Reiki healing, intuitive readings. We're going to be able to do this total healing journey that I have designed for each of you in mind. And my biggest goal with this was actually to create this community of like-minded souls to help people really come together and come to this place where they can have that safe space to say what's on their mind, say what's on their heart. And if they're going through these challenges, be able to speak about that without feeling like, left out, or feeling like you're different. And this is my goal with that, is to give you this unconditional love and support. That is so what I'm striving for, because I know exactly what it's like to feel different, to feel like you're not worthy of love, or if things aren't working out the way you want them to. And I really want you guys to have that that support available to you, that listening ear, And that's why I'm really trying to create this community so we can actually build these strong foundations and connections and really come to this place of oneness and help you along your journey, because that was so key for me. In my spiritual journey and advancement, I would not be where I'm at today without the friendships that I've cultivated, without the people that have come into my life and helped me see that unconditional love and acceptance and been that listening ear for me when times have been heavy and tough. And so if I can be that person for you, I would love to do that. So please feel free to reach out to me. I will leave my information below for that as well, if that is calling, because I am being called to mention it. So I will leave that down below. I have 10 spots open, so I really only have limited slots, just because I really am big on that one-on-one time with each of you. So if you're feeling called to this, let me know. And if this reading resonated, let me know your thoughts below. I send you so much love and light. Have a beautiful and blessed day, my friends. Bye. Hello, group 2. So glad you decided to stop by and hear your messages today. So if you guys chose this beautiful sea goddess, then these messages are for you. Got lots of fun decks I've pulled today, so I'm very excited to see what this lunar energy is bringing in for you today with tonight's lunar eclipse. So Spirit, what is group 2 needing to know today? Oh, we got a winner here. Oh, my high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. I love that card. Isn't that cute? That is so awesome. Okay, let's grab you an angel card. What is group 2 needing to know today, Spirit? Okay, we have 2 that fell out for you, so we will look at this. So your crystal is citrine. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. The dove, love that. Okay. Aquamarine. Divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Oh, I love that. We got some good cards. Okay. Excellent. Let's keep going. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say to you today. Ooh. Okay, we had one definitely turn around here. Okay, here we go, guys. Air Guardian, shift your perception. Very cool. Okay. Let's grab you a goddess card. What does group 2 need to know today? Hope. Out of darkness comes light. Love those cards. I just love the artwork of these goddess cards. They're just tremendous. Okay. What is group 2 needing to know today? Ooh. Ooh, very cool. Rebirth. Okay, let's see what else. What else Spirit has in store for you? Let's pull you a dragon card. What guardian dragon is with group 2? Ooh, that was quick. Got a quick response here. Golden Solar Dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Ooh, very cool. Wow, great energies. Very powerful energies here, guys. This is amazing. I'm just going to tilt the camera so you have a better view here. Excellent. Okay, what else are we needing to know? What is group 2 needing to know? Inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to grab you one other deck here. So bear with me a second. Okay. What does group 2 need to know? Wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which, I've lost my place here. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram my soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? Very cool. Okay, one more deck to go. What is group 2 needing to hear today? Okay, this guy. Cancel, clear, and release. Interesting. Okay, so give me a second here, guys. I'm going to just read the energies. Just kind of see what we've got here. Okay, so what I'm feeling right off the top is like you guys have definitely been stepping into your like life purpose, and I'm knowing that because of this card that's fallen out. So there's definitely some things that have maybe made us feel a little off kilter. I feel like we've been having some anxiety. We've been having this like real go-go energy and like work hard, play later type attitude is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you definitely have some sort of goal you've been working on, or something that's some sort of task you've been doing. I really feel that. And what I'm really feeling come forward very strongly is this need to like you're in this masculine energy, but we're going a little too fast is what I'm feeling. Like I'm feeling like you're like, let's go. And it's like, but at the same time, you're actually giving yourself anxiety is what I'm feeling. Like I'm feeling you're actually putting a little too much pressure on whatever you're doing right now. And we're being called to regroup. So we're definitely getting this element where like, okay, whoa, we see you're in this masculine energy, which is great. Like we're getting things done and we love that. But it's like now we're being stepped into this new phase of life. And as great as that feels, you're being called to just take a minute, just a minute. You don't have to take a year, just a minute to come and analyze where you're really at. And we have some really exciting things happening, definitely. But what is stumping you is these unnecessary worries. I'm really feeling this come in because maybe you've been feeling like despite all your hard work, there's been this element where you're like, I'm overwhelmed. Like, what if this doesn't work out? Or you've had something come up that's made you feel very worried, anxious, feeling like you have a burden. There's something there, and you're being very called to regroup, to shift your perception and realize, okay, it's time to come back to center is what I'm feeling for you. So the other thing too is your thoughts are perhaps very negative based, or they're going in the wrong direction. And I feel like this first card that we got was really key for that in telling us, okay, our thoughts are very important. So we want to keep them high vibe because I feel like your thoughts are really chaotic and perhaps they're more in the negative side. So we're actually kind of self sabotaging in a way when we aren't in a high vibration. So all this hard work that we're doing and this divine purpose that we're going into, this rebirth cycle, all these beautiful things that are coming, we need to be in that vibration so that they come and attract quicker and easier. And we're not like in this go, go, go mode with no success, with no actual payout. So I'm really feeling like this is coming out for a reason. So take a screenshot of this if you need to. It says, my high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. This I feel is like really key for you. So keep your thoughts pure, happy, joyful, those high vibrations. I really am feeling that's very important. And you're being called to trust yourself. Because I feel like deep down, a lot of times you already know these things that come forward, is what I'm hearing. And so there's this element of like, you need to trust yourself. You need to trust your instincts and realize when these things come up, be like, hey, you know what? Is this really the truth? Is this a limiting belief I have? Is this something I've been telling myself but isn't really benefiting me? Because let's be honest, we all have a lot of limiting beliefs that literally they limit us. They limit us by keeping us in a state of fear instead of a state of love or a high vibration. So you're needing this element of hope, right? Because I do feel like you've been in this darker place. You've definitely been dipping into those lower vibrations. But there's like this beautiful reading has come today to help you step back into hope, to help you step back into this I almost want to say like encouragement, because you have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom in your soul, and I don't think you even realize that. But you're being told like you need to focus and harness this masculine energy, and you do have the wisdom to do it, and you need to go into that side of things. So instead of the action, we want to pair the action with wise consciousness. So I feel like that's where this golden solar dragon is coming forward to help you, because it's like it helps you stand in your masculine power, but it does so with wisdom. So I'm feeling like you're definitely going through this transformational energy, and we're getting that with this card, but also the rebirth card. So it's like, let your DNA be reprogrammed with light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. So we're definitely like prepping for something. We're definitely getting prepared. We're moving into this new phase, and it's filled with hope. It's filled with prospect. But we are being told we need to stand in our power with wisdom. So maybe that's where we're stepping into these unnecessary worries. We're stepping into these things that we're like, and we're feeling the stress, we're feeling the anxiety, we're unsure, maybe we're feeling a little ungrounded. Definitely. So I am feeling that. So I really feel like you guys need to trust your instincts, come back to your inner wisdom, and realize that you're constantly learning, because I feel like there's this element where you're a little hard on yourself when things happen or don't go the way you want them to or supposed to. But these are opportunities for growth. It's time for you to really come to that place where you feel supported, inspired, and that you kind of celebrate your successes and some of your failures. I'm really feeling that as well. So even when there's a misstep in your eyes, you're worrying unnecessarily about it. You need to realign with like, okay, well, I've learned that now, and I needed to learn that lesson before I got to my destination. So recognize these challenges or missteps for what they really are, which is an opportunity to grow and to rise above. And there is this need to clear, cancel, and release. So if there's anything you've said, done, or feel like you didn't do correctly, or you feel guilty about, or you shouldn't have said, whatever the case may be, you can clear this. You can ask your angels to help clear, cancel this. But also, I'm feeling like this is also applying to these negative thoughts of self. So it's like clear, cancel, and release these. Let them go. And we can see her hands up here blocking these energies. So we can do that. We have that within our ability to call upon our angels to clear, to cancel, and release. So we don't have to carry this burden. We don't have to carry this load. So really beautiful here. We're definitely getting this element of empowerment. Like we have this power to do this. And the other thing I'm feeling is like the inner child card coming up. I feel like because you work so hard and you don't have that element of play, you are being encouraged to step into that element now. Set some time aside to just be a kid again. Let yourself be, let yourself flow in life, and not get so caught up in the details and stressing yourself out. Because I do feel like you do that. The other thing I'm seeing is like definitely this confirmation of like shift your perception. So this card is catching my eye now. So I feel like we also maybe have this programming, right? So kind of like I was saying earlier, these limiting beliefs, these programs that are outdated or really not serving us anymore. So whatever this program you've been running on that's making you feel like you need to worry unnecessarily, you're needing to release that. You're needing to shift your perception and actually take control of your power. Like come to your empowerment and take your power back. Because I feel like you are giving your power away in this situation, whatever this is that's coming up for you. So shift your perception, come to your place of empowerment, and go forward with wisdom and grace is what I'm really hearing for you. So pretty cool, guys. And the other thing is you are due some commendation. They see that you're working hard. So don't give up. Don't feel like, oh, well, I've got all this work to do now. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. Like, don't view this inner work as, you're not good enough. That's not what we're saying here. We're helping you have this course correction so you can come back into yourself and proceed further than you would if you stayed in this current lower energy. So work on raising that vibration, maybe do some energy work, do those kinds of things. Work with crystals, whatever it is you need. Listen to an uplifting meditation, podcast, something that just elevates you, because I feel like you're needing that. You're needing that elevation right now. You're needing that pick me up, that get out of the worry and go and ground. Definitely ground your energies at this time as well. I'm feeling that for some of you. So really want to point out this card last but not least. Divine life purpose. So trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So that's coming up, I feel, for a lot of you, because it's like you need to realize all of these things are helping you move to fulfillment, helping you come to your divine purpose. So trust the process and trust your inner wisdom. I feel like that's why this card is coming up, is not necessarily just, maybe for some of you it's a relationship, but I do feel like that's the key message here for a lot of you, is you have this inner guidance, you have this wisdom in you, so you need to trust that and just move to action with it. Have that balance of the masculine and the feminine in a sense, right? And welcome in this new chapter, this rebirth, this renewal. So excited for you guys. So let me know how this all goes. I hope this reading resonated. Have a beautiful and blessed day, guys. Take care. Hello, everybody. If you are group 3 and you chose this beautiful dragon goddess, then these messages are for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say today. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for group number 3 today? What do they need to know? What advice are they needing in this moment? Okay, we've got our answer here. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. Very nice. All right, we've got quite a few other decks to play with here, so let's keep going. What does group number 3 need to know today, Spirit? Okay, we've got about 3 cards that have fallen out, so let's just give them a good old shuffle. That's this one. Compassion. You are loved unconditionally. Beautiful. Okay, let's grab you some angel cards. What does group 3 need to know today? Here we go. Give it to God. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Okay. Let's see what else. What does group number 3 need to know? Okay, we've got 2. Surrendering to the journey, so release control, and stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Lovely. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit more here and give you a little bit more clarity of vision here. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we have to know today. Okay, so we've got a few here, so I'm going to just shuffle these all up. It's this guy. The I am presence. Beautiful. That works beautifully. I do feel like you need another one though, so we're going to just keep shuffling. Here we go. Healer. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I literally just went to put my cards down and here this one was waiting there. So I guess you have 3 here. So freedom. That is super cool. Eagle spirit. Sometimes that happens. It's so funny when I like grab my deck out and then there's like one card that I didn't pull and I didn't realize. So when I go to put it back, there it is waiting for you. So that is cool. Okay, so we're going to take that one too. All right, let's see what else we need to know at this time. Oh my gosh, okay. We are getting things flying out today. Positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Okay, I do feel like you need another one of these too, so let's go for it. Oh, there we go. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. All right. Lovely. Okay, I have one more deck to pull here. So let's see what these say. Okay. All right, so we've got the listening card. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional-grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability not only to hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. Okay, guys. So we have got some really beautiful messages today. So I'm really seeing this theme here. Okay, I actually want to start off with addressing your energy because right away I am feeling like you guys are definitely a beautiful soul. Your energy is really coming through in these cards today, and what I'm really feeling is you are definitely a giver. You're this healer type personality, and I feel like you've always been this. I feel like this very kind of like this older soul. You're this older soul. Your soul carries a lot of wisdom, and I feel like by nature, a lot of your friends and maybe even family members have always come to you for advice. You just always seem to know the right things to say. You have this compassionate and element to you, and I really feel like you are that person that you are willing, no matter what you're doing, to kind of stop that and be there for others. I really feel this for you. I feel like you're just that giver, you're that lover, you're always there. You're this steady person, and I feel that in you. I feel like you're incredibly beautiful and loving, and that's what I feel immediately when I'm pulling these cards. It's like, wow, okay, gentle, kind, willing to be that listening ear for others, and you're just constantly willing to be there. And what I'm really feeling in this reading is because you're always in this element of give, you do have a hard time receiving in a way. And what I'm hearing is more so along the lines of recognizing your true worth. I feel like because you take on so many problems of others and maybe even yourself, you get caught up in that. You get caught up in all of these issues or things that aren't quite free flowing. And because of that, in long term, I feel like you do kind of not acknowledge your greatness and the aspect of what positive things could stem from this. And I do feel like you're kind of caught up in this time where you feel the pressure from others. You feel this need to be that person for everybody and everyone 24/7. And I feel like you have a hard time holding those boundaries and actually coming back to self and giving yourself the same love and compassion that you so freely give to others. And I do feel there is something on your mind at this time. I do feel like there's something weighing you down a little bit and making you unable to truly see yourself as others do or as your guides do. I'm really hearing like you limit your greatness. You don't see yourself truly in all the beauty and wonder that you are. I'm really feeling this, and I'm feeling like you really battle with feeling like you have to be a certain way for others to accept you. And this could stem from past. It could stem from your own limiting beliefs of self. But what I'm really hearing is you're needing to change this perception of you. I also feel like you're that person where you feel like there is going to be something negative that will snag your progress or trip you up on your path to your goal. And you kind of like prepare is what I hear. Like I'm hearing like you're that like, I need to prepare for the worst case scenario, and you're always like prepare. And a little bit into that mouse energy where it's like a little nitpicky, right? And I think you do apply this energy to yourself, to your belief system, to who you are and how you act around other people and in your daily life. I feel like you're very very anal about yourself and how you present yourself. So because you're so wrapped up in how others perceive you and if you're doing the right thing in life or if you are perfect, because I really feel this perfectionism energy coming forward. I do feel like you struggle with this. And that's why I'm really feeling this call, like this freedom card. That definitely wasn't a mistake that was supposed to be very drawn attention to. Like that was the last card that was just like, you gotta pick me, you gotta remember me. And so I do feel like this card is especially coming out for that reason, because you're needing to embrace this energy where you free yourself from all of the limiting beliefs you have of yourself, of all the things that people may say, and letting it just like slide off your back, just like water slides off a duck's back. You just flow, and realizing that in every moment you are safe and that you don't have to keep worrying about every single moment and every single thing and making sure it's perfect, because they're like, you can breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. So I feel like this is coming up like a mantra for you to start saying regularly to yourself that you're safe, that there's no need to fear about the next day or what's to come, because you are. Your guides are keeping you safe. They're loving you. They're guiding you. They're there every single step of the way. And I feel like you sometimes doubt that, because what I'm hearing, it's like, you're like, well, why would they show up for me? Why would they show up for me? I'm just me. I'm not all that great. I'm this, I'm that. I'm imperfect. And yet you keep striving to be perfect is what I'm hearing. And your guides are like, no, you need to know that you're perfect right now. There's nothing you need to strive for. There's nothing you need to do to be perfect. You already are. You're already perfect just as you are. And that's why I feel like this I am presence card is coming up, because it's like claiming your power. I am me. I am perfect the way I am. I am worthy of love and receiving, and I am worthy of compassion. This is such a deep card in a lot of ways, but it's really claiming what you really are. Claiming that I am presence. Stepping into your true power and your most authentic self. This is what I'm really feeling for you. I'm really feeling you are needing to step into your greatness. You are needing to see yourself as your guides do. You are needing to step into this energy and claim it. Because I feel like for whatever reason, you do not feel like you are worthy. And take what resonates, but your guides are encouraging you that you are strong enough. You are strong beyond measure. You are resilient. And whatever it is that's troubling you at this time, whatever it is that you're needing to release and give to God and surrender to, whatever is on your mind and heart, whether it's this limiting belief that you're not enough, it's time to surrender that, release the control aspect, and step into your power. Step into your true soul self, your authentic self is what I'm really hearing. And not caring so very much about what others think of you. I'm really hearing that is coming up for a lot of you, so take what resonates, but you are having a hard time with how you feel others perceive you. So this card I really feel is that encouragement to you. It's like, dare to be different. When you're criticized, remember you'll never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. So this card tells me a few things, and really kind of affirms what I've been feeling energetically as well, which is you are that old soul and you are different by the world's standards. And I feel like you already have felt this and you already kind of know this within your true self. You're like, yeah, okay, I can admit that. My authentic self has never fit in with the norm. But what I'm hearing, it's like, who cares? Like, who cares? Don't let that stop you from coming into your true self, because your uniqueness and your weirdness, if that's what you want to say, is a gift. to this world. And there is a reason you are here. There's a reason you're here. There's a reason that you have chosen this lifetime to live, this time in history. However you want to look at it, you are here for a reason, and you are someone who is different, but that's what's needed. You are needed, and you do matter. I'm really hearing that you need to hear this. You have a purpose here, and you are so unconditionally loved. You are so unconditionally loved, and I could almost cry because I feel your guides coming in so strongly to assure you of this. Like, we know you felt different. We know you felt alone. We know that you felt these feelings of unworthiness and that you're not enough. But you need to know you are a beautiful soul, just as you are, and we don't want you to change one thing about yourself. Because who you are is an authentic person. When you come into true alignment of yourself and you step into your power, you are going to be unstoppable. When you stop letting people's judgments of you, their perceptions of you, get in the way, when you stop that and you say, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what the world thinks of me. I am me. I am me. I step into my true worth. I embrace freedom because it's going to just fall away. This weight that you have carried of judgments, limiting beliefs, when you let this just fall away and embrace freedom, you truly are going to feel like this eagle, soaring, flying, not a care in the world, because you have the higher perspective of your life and you see your greatness. And when you step into that power and you let go, you give it to God, you release control, you can just be. You can just be you in this moment. And you're not going to care if a person doesn't like it, if a person doesn't sing your tune. You're going to be like, well, that's me. This is me. And I'm really feeling like you are this complete unconditional love. Like you are just this beating heart that is all love. And I feel that with you. I feel like this is what you want to bring into the world. This is what you want to bring in. You want to bring compassion and healing to people in life. I really feel that. I feel like this has been you for so many years, perhaps your whole life. You bring that naturally to people because that's what you crave. You crave unconditional love. You crave healing. You crave acceptance from others. But Spirit is here to tell you today, it starts with acceptance of yourself. You need to accept you and your greatness. You need to step into who you truly are. And you need to embrace that these qualities of love, compassion, and healing, that's you. These elements that you want to share with the world, it's time to do that mirror effect and realize that that's who you are. That's your essence. That's who you are as your authentic self. And you're safe to be that. You're safe every single day to be who you are. So it's time to release control of worry, of anxiety, of judgment. It's time to release that. It's time to give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Release control and surrender to the journey. So I also feel like trust is also an aspect in today's reading. We're needing to trust and listen to our soul selves. I feel like this listening card has two meanings for you. So take what resonates for yourself. It might be different for each of you. But what I feel, what ties this in so nicely, is listening to yourself. Because we have this tendency to, when we become spiritual, we're like, well, we don't have all the answers and we need to go to God. We need to go to the universe, our guides for these answers. And yes, that's true. But there's also truth to the element that we ourselves are a spiritual being. We ourselves are a guide because our true selves, our spirit, our spiritual selves, our soul selves, do they not also hold wisdom? So what I'm hearing for a lot of you is that you're needing to tune in into your own guidance, your own inner wisdom, your inner voice, your higher self, and really tune in to the power of you. So listening deeply to what guidance comes forth within you. Because I feel like you really are so concerned about the external, other people, your guides, all of that, which is, to a degree wonderful that you are so attuned to listening to your guides and the universe to giving you this guidance. And even today, right? This is amazing. You're doing this. But what I am hearing is that a lot of you distrust your own greatness and your own ability to get your own answers. So it's time to come to this place where you start listening deeply to your soul, to what's coming up naturally within your own intuition. It's time to trust your inner guidance. Because I do feel like there's that element. I also feel like the other meaning to this listening card is tying into your healing work. Because this healer card has come up for a reason, so you are a healer. And I feel like over your life's journey, you have acquired a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and I do feel like you are very in tune with spirit. So I do feel like sometimes you just get answers. And for others, right? And you're really, I feel like you do trust that. I feel like you do trust your ability to get answers for others. But for some reason, you've lost that when it comes to yourself. So that's tying in there. But what I'm also hearing is to truly help other people, sometimes it's just as important as providing answers is listening. So I'm also hearing for some of you who are maybe doing more of a healing work, or you're working with others and you're trying to be a healer in some way, this aspect is also coming in for some of you to be able to be receptive, to listen, to perhaps you do have the answers, but what might be really needed for that person at this time is to come into this energy where you're listening to them. You're letting them release. You're letting them have unconditional love and compassion. And so I feel like maybe this is needed to be integrated more in your healing work or how you deal with others as well. So for some of you, let that side message come through for you if that resonates, okay? So really align with that energy of listening. Because sometimes people don't just need the answers, they need someone to accept them and love them and support them unconditionally and just be there, just to listen. So if that applies to you in some way, please take that side message, okay? The other card I really want to draw attention to is this. So the prayer card. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. So maybe screenshot this, because I am feeling like for a lot of you, this is something you might want to read again later. But this card really just ties in nicely and summarizes nicely everything that we've kind of gone through already today. So getting in tune with compassion, unconditional love, and realizing that you're deserving of that. Helping you embrace freedom, release the fear that you're not enough. I feel like for a lot of you, that is what's coming forward. So realizing that in every moment you're safe, you're supported, and you're loved is going to be transforming for you and your journey. It's going to help you embrace this element of true freedom to step into who you really are, which is this compassionate, loving healer who has power, who owns their power, who doesn't give it away to the fear of judgment or perceptions of others. And the other line I'm really being drawn to is, help me see that all is always in perfect and divine order. So you don't have to carry this burden alone. You don't have to keep carrying the problems and issues and energies of others. You can release that and trust that the universe will have things work out. And that applies for your own life. Things will work out. You don't need to keep planning so far ahead or for the worst case scenario to happen. Give it to God. Release all your worries, because this fear that you have deep down is projecting into your future. So with that, we go to that law of attraction, right? So what frequency are we admitting when we're in this state of fear? Well, that's what we're going to attract. So we need to come back to this place of center, of groundedness and compassion and love, because when we're in this state of love, you will realize that fear cannot exist when you are in that state. I'm feeling the need to pull you another angel card, so I'm going to listen to that. Let's just see what comes through. Okay, let's see. Healthy communication in relationships. Okay, heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Okay, so this is another message that we're needing to tie in here. And I felt like, there's something else here. So I'm glad I pulled this card. Okay, so now that we've discussed coming into our authentic selves and really just coming to this place of unconditional love, there's definitely this element where you're needing to free yourself. So with that, it's applying to your relationships. And I feel like that's why this card has jumped out. You are needing to express yourself in some way. You are needing to step into your power and give whatever the situation is to God, but also do your part. So there's obviously, for a lot of you, there's something in a relationship at this point in time where you are needing to clearly state your feelings, how you really are, who you really are. Okay, I'm feeling this energy where you've been feeling suppressed. You've been feeling suppressed in some way. And I feel like this is a person that's making you feel this way, or a situation or work. Something is making you feel like you can't embrace yourself fully. But this is what you are encouraged to do. You need to step into your power. You need to step into your true authentic self and stand up for yourself. There's this element here for sure. So take what resonates. It might be different for all of you because this is a general reading, but regardless, you are being told, you're being guided to be clear, assertive when it comes to your communication, to help you understand and be understood. So I really feel like this being understood aspect is really key for you here. So you need to step into that authentic place inside and communicate clearly from that space. So working with the throat chakra is really important for you at this time. So I would highly recommend do a little soul searching at this time. Allow yourself to take some time away to really drop into your heart and discover who you really are, what you want. And what I'm hearing is some of you might be like, well, I know who I am. And they're like, but is that a perception or is that the truth? So what I'm hearing is you need to dig deep into who you are now. Not who you were last month, not who you were 2 years ago, not who you were even last week. What I am hearing is what energies are you aligning with right now? So you are being guided to search inside yourself, to that soul self deep down, and recognize what's coming up there at this moment. What's coming up for recognition? And is it in alignment with who you are now? So your beliefs of self. So as an example, if you're believing you're not enough, if you're believing that you are not worthy and deserving of unconditional love, is that really in alignment with your soul? Is your soul saying otherwise? Like, actually, that is not true, and that belief system is outdated. It's time to change your belief of self now. It's time to come to this place of authenticity. Is your job in alignment with who you are? Is your friendships in alignment with who you are now? Are your loved ones loving you in return unconditionally? Have you truly accepted every element of you? Have you been squashing your greatness and making yourself feel small? Really dig deep, guys. This is what I'm feeling is like this deep, deep stuff you're needing to dive into right now. So take some time. And even if scenarios have come up that have made you question yourself, what I'm hearing is you need to break free. You need to finally drop down into your heart and listen. Listen to what your heart and your soul have been telling you. You have the answer, my friends. This is what I feel. I feel like you've been looking for external answers, but you are needing to come to self right now. You are needing to recognize your greatness and what your true worth is. Because once you do, what I'm hearing is once you do this, you will fully welcome in and be able to claim success, your power, your truth, and unconditional love in your life, and true security and safety. Like, you will really be able to have it all. And just imagine the worst case scenario, if that happens, okay? Let yourself go there. If the worst case scenario happens in your life, in this situation, is it really so bad? If that happens, do you think that you'll still be okay? Because what I'm hearing is yes. Regardless of what happens next, you're resilient. You are a spiritual, beautiful soul. You are resilient. You can get through anything. And isn't it worth it to take the leap of faith and believe in yourself and come to that place where you're coming from your heart and your authentic self, than to go with what everybody else wants, what the world wants, what your job wants, what your boss wants, whatever the scenario? Isn't it more, like, isn't it just so much more to you to take this leap? Because don't let fear of failure get in the way. Don't let fear control and dictate your life. It's time to embrace this element of love and freedom, my friends. Freedom. And never forget how supported you are. You are so very supported. And you are so gifted. Oh my gosh, are you ever gifted? It's time to take this chance. It's time to fight for you. So let go of whatever this fear is. Speak honestly and in alignment with who you are and your true self. Be assertive. Very important. Listen to yourself. Listen to your inner wisdom. Because you have it all, my friends. You have everything within you to succeed. And I already hear that you are succeeding. There's a lot of beautiful things that are being welcomed into your life, and they will ever more so come to you quicker and more efficiently when you come to your true self. So my friends, I really hope this reading gives you some clarity and helps you see what a beautiful soul you really are, because I feel that with you guys. I really do. So please get in touch with your true self. Do that inner work. If you struggle with this, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you on your journey. If this is something you battle with, come to me and help. I would be happy to help you gain some more clarity, to have a personal reading done. We can do the intuitive talk therapy where you're actually able to have that conversation with your guides. You're able to do some Reiki, some intuitive reading, whatever you're feeling called to. Please reach out, because I would love to connect with you and help you accomplish this work. My friends, my beautiful friends, keep believing in you. Keep living in alignment with your true self, because you are so worthy of that. I send you so much love. I send you so much light today. Have a beautiful and blessed day, guys. Bye.